Sometimes our favorite sidekicks need their own game, and sometimes it's up to the fans to just do it right. This and more with games you should check out. So welcome back, guys, to another episode of Games You Should Check Out. I'm your host, Xander Skullion, where I talk about games that you guys should be playing, and I have recommendations from viewers like you with our 1 minute crunch. So without further ado, here we go. Mario is Missing done right is simply that. A fan-made game done with the Super Mario World engine. You control Luigi through countless stages and worlds to save your big brother. I personally thought the original was going to be like this, but like many, I was trolled with a school lesson, more so than the platforming I grew to love with this series. The game has tons of Easter eggs from previous Nintendo games, including some music from the Zelda series. You'll even hear a little bit of Castlevania's Bloody Tears, which fits surprisingly well with the desert stages. If you love old school Mario games, then you truly need to download this and check it out. Tails Adventure is a game exclusively for the Sega Game Gear, and it was the first spin-off game of the Sonic the Hedgehog series to mix platforming and role-playing elements. Tails Adventure is also the third and most recent game featuring Miles Tails Prowler as the main character without Sonic himself, the first two being Tails and the Music Maker for the Sega Pico, and Tails Sky Patrol also for the Sega Game Gear. The story of this game is you're Tails and you're trying to save an island from destruction from an evil army of birds. While obtaining objects such as weapons and Chaos Emeralds he finds during his passage, the gameplay is unlike any other game in the series, consisting more of a slower travel and more time spent searching for objects to use later in the game rather than simply running through the levels. Now, while Tails is also solving puzzles, he has a wide range of different weapons that he can use for defense, such as a hammer and various types of bombs, and even medallions bearing other characters which will allow him to perform additional actions, such as spin dashing or even punching enemies. In total, there are 12 stages to complete and there are 26 items to collect throughout the game. Each one serves a different purpose, but Tails can only bring 4 items with him within each stage. Knowing which one to bring is a matter of tactic. Tails Adventures was actually received pretty positive reviews, and it was later re-released on the Sonic Gems collection on the Nintendo GameCube, the Sonic Adventure DX Collector's Cut on the Nintendo GameCube, and also you can download on the Nintendo 3DS Virtual Console. And now is that time for a 1 minute crunch.
What's going on, guys? It's Mikhail Casanova, Hawaii's favorite YouTuber, back at it again, and I'm here to talk about a game you should play, and that game is Tiny Metal. Now, if you guys like the War series, or Advanced Wars to be correct, you like tactical battle games, and you like strategy, then this game has everything you'd want in it. Graphics, gameplay, art style, incredible story, and just, there's nothing like it right now on the Nintendo Switch, and it scratches that itch. So, definitely pick this one up, because it gets the Casanova seal of approval. Cop it right now. You need this.
Kirby's Block Ball, released in 1995 for the Nintendo Game Boy, is essentially a breakout clone with a Kirby twist. Each of the game's 11 stages include 5 rounds of increasingly complex block patterns for Kirby to clear. The 10 difficult block patterns vary in durability and points value, and a well-timed hit by the paddle gives Kirby a powerful bounce attack to attack through blocks that are essentially a little harder to hit. Another block type turns the remaining blocks into bonus rounds that rewards the player for clearing the screen. You can also find warp stars within the levels that will warp you to mini games such as air hockey, which the player can earn extra lives. Like any Kirby game, you gain power-ups from the baddies you hit. With the Stone, Needle, Flame, and Spark power-ups, Kirby can transform to interact with the blocks differently. For instance, the Spark power-up lets Kirby break through otherwise indestructible blocks, and the Needle ability lets Kirby hit spikes once without losing a life. Kirby's Block Ball is a fun casual game to play to pass some time, and the increasing challenge will also have you coming back for more. If you want to check out Kirby's Block Ball, you can download it on your 3DS with the Nintendo's eShop. Definitely check this out. First off, I have to give a big thank you and a huge shout out to Mikhail Casanova for submitting his 1 minute crunch on Tiny Metal, a game honestly I haven't heard too much about, and it does look like one of those games that I would enjoy playing on the Switch because it really utilizes what the Switch is all about. Playing something on the go and playing something in the comfort of your home sitting on the couch, and that's definitely what I catch with Tiny Metal. Now, speaking of catching, you guys should definitely catch Mikhail Casanova's YouTube channel. I have a link on the description below to check him out. He does a lot of really cool interactive live podcasts. I've went to a couple of them and watched it, and it's a lot of fun. And he talks everything from gaming news. He had an episode not too long ago talking about fighting games, which was really awesome. Very interactive. He has a really great community, and I have to thank you so much, man, for all the support. He's been giving me a lot of support on his channel. I found him through Twitter, and it's really what the community is all about, and it's really what this show's all about, because we all come together and we talk about some of our favorite games and recommend, titles to have to enjoy on our weekends. But anyway, guys, this concludes another episode of Games You Should Check Out. And if you have a game you want to recommend and you want to take part in the 1 Minute Crunch, you can email us at xsgamingpodcast@gmail.com. Again, that's xsgamingpodcast@gmail.com. And speaking of support, be sure to hit the bell. It's going to be beside the subscription button, and this will notify you whenever there's future uploads coming out on this channel, which is going to be every Sunday and every Wednesday. Again, that's every Sunday and every Wednesday. Anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and as always, happy gaming.